Hey guys, and welcome back. So it's been a while since I did a discussion video, and with the big overarching looming topic which gamers are calling, or YouTubers are calling, the YouTube apocalypse or the YouTube controversy, I figured that it's about time I broke my silence and talked about my stance on this whole issue. A lot of you may not know about this, but it's very important, so even if you're not interested in the beginning, I'd like you guys to hear this, so to really understand how this is affecting your favorite YouTubers and what this is and why this is a big deal. And I'm going to talk about my own stance and my own personal opinions about it, of course. So what is this YouTube apocalypse? So basically, starting on this Monday that just passed, several huge YouTubers like Total Biscuit and I think PewDiePie and many other people who have become well known for doing Let's Play videos has started getting hundreds of content ID claims. So I'm going to rewind a little bit. A content ID claim is basically what it is that it takes away the money you earn on YouTube. Now, many of you may not realize this, but many YouTubers, myself included, make money doing what we do. Now, the way we make money is we make a video, we put it up, and we monetize the video, which makes ads play on it, which you see, of course, if you're watching my video on a computer or a phone, you're probably going to see ads in front of it, a short ad, which you can skip after 5 seconds. But those companies who make the ads pay YouTube, and YouTube gives us a tiny little bit amount of money per view, per ad that's seen. So, of course, for smaller channels, this equates to pennies. For like medium-sized channels like mine, it's, a little bit. It's enough to do, maybe pay for a few things that I have to pay for, buy a few games, do some contests on my channel and stuff like that. But for big YouTubers like Kobanomani and PewDiePie, of course, and Total Biscuit and everything, this, they make a lot of money doing this. They have millions of views every month, and they make a ton of money. So it's a huge amount of income for them. They don't have to work. Maybe not all of them, but I know PewDiePie, for example, makes a 6-figure salary minimum doing what he does. So content ID claims is what's happening since Monday, and what that does is that it keeps your video monetized, but you get notified that, hey, the company that made this video game specifically, or that made the music in your video, is now going to claim all the money that you're going to make. You are no longer making money on this video. You don't get a copyright strike on your channel. You're not in trouble, but you can no longer make money on that video. They're going to get all of your money. The ads will still play, of course, but you're not getting any more money. So there are some huge YouTubers who have been affected by this really, really badly. Like they say 80% of their videos have been claimed like this. So imagine losing 80% of your monthly income. That's huge. It's life-changing for some of these people who relied on that for income. So this is why people are pushing back. So basically, what's happening here and why it's so important is because YouTube basically has different tiers of partnerships. Okay, so the standard YouTube partnership, which I know many of you have, is basically simply you're partnered directly with YouTube. They take a massive chunk out of any all the money you make and give you a little bit. Also, the main problem with this, which is being partnered directly through YouTube, is especially if you have a gaming channel, you get hit pretty hard with content ID claims, or they refuse monetization of the video. Anything that they think is could remotely get them in trouble, they refuse. So this affected me personally a lot when I started my channel. I think roughly only 25% of my videos were monetized. So all the reviews I did, all the work I did in the beginning, putting together those reviews and giving my opinions and everything, those were blocked. My Kid Icarus review, pretty much every review up until when I got partnered with TGN in June was blocked from being monetized. And they wouldn't say why. They just block it, and if you can contest it, but they never get back to you, and it's awful. So this was resolved through joining other networks. So Machinima, TGN, Polaris, other networks, they find channels that are doing okay, like how mine was, and they go after you and they say, come join our network. The benefit for joining networks like this is instant monetization with no questions asked. Or it was, rather, before this happened. So TGN, for example, monetized all my reviews. And all of a sudden I saw my profits, the money I was making, triple in a month, because I was able to monetize all my videos, or almost all of them, with no questions asked, right from the start without any delay. So people partnered with these networks now are facing, this is why they call it the apocalypse or controversy, they're subject to the same content ID reviews and blocking monetization now that normal YouTubers are. So that's how it works. That's what's happened, and it does fuck over some YouTubers. But now it's time to talk about, like, is it right? Who's primarily being affected? Who's fighting back and stuff like that? So here's where I'm going to give my own personal opinion. Primarily, most people who are being affected are people who do Let's Play videos exclusively. So when this happened, I rushed home, opened up my video manager to see. I was like, great, now let's see how many of my videos were hit, because I saw, you know, Total Biscuit had hundreds of them that were hit. You know, like other YouTubers did too, and I was just getting ready to, you know, pretty much kiss any money I make from this channel goodbye. I didn't get a single content ID claim, not one. So I was wondering, how could this be? Like, why aren't I getting hit? So I figured that what it is that YouTube is going after Let's Players specifically, not people who do reviews, although some of them are getting affected, not people who do comparisons, although some of them are being affected, and not people who are genuinely trying to give back to the medium or trying to do something educational or trying to show something. They're really just going after people who are just playing games on YouTube, uploading the gameplay footage, putting a little bit of commentary on top of it, and slapping on there and getting, you know, tons of money because those are the most popular videos. So this goes back to the question, is it right what YouTube is doing? I don't know. It's hard to say. I think that their system is a little flawed, but I do understand where they're coming from. And this is, you know, I tried doing a Let's Play before. I did a small Let's Play, an unfinished Let's Play of Donkey Kong Country 3D. I didn't finish it. I don't plan to, because Nintendo had this, you know, they're taking my money right away. Like they were hard nosed about that right away without even this whole YouTube apocalypse thing going on. And also, like, I just, you know, I don't like doing Let's Plays. I don't want to do Let's Plays anymore. I find that it's a little dishonest. So what I mean by that is that to make a review, for example, when I make a review, I have to play the whole game. All right. Then I go to Microsoft Word and I actually write out the whole review. I edit it. I think about it. I reflect on it, and I cut it down into sections. Then I go and I have to play the game, upload all the footage, edit all the footage to match with my words of what I'm saying or what I want to show. Then of course I have to record my voice and then edit it all together and make it look nice and put it up. So that process takes a couple days, especially for someone like me who I don't do this full time. This is like a part-time thing on the side. I work full time. I work 50 hours a week. So this is something I do on the side, at least for now. And you know, like it takes a lot of work. So I was really happy to see that those aren't the videos that are being targeted. Now, Let's Plays, not that they don't take a lot of time. Okay. I know I know a lot of people hate him, but I watch like PewDiePie, for example. And he puts a lot of video editing, a lot of effort into his work as well. He edits a lot. He tries to be funny. He does a lot of camera zooms and lots of text on the screen and everything. So these, I'm not saying it takes a small amount of time, but there's no way that PewDiePie's Let's Play videos take anywhere near the amount of time as the average review. They don't. Let's Play videos do not take that much time to put together. So that's my number one problem with Let's Plays, and the reason why I don't necessarily feel bad for people. Well, of course, I do feel bad for people that are losing their income or that are really badly affected by this, but I'm not surprised, because companies are watching people are watching other people play these games, and they're not going to buy them if they're spoiled. Many of them won't, and these companies are right to do that. So that's my number one. I guess, like, it's primarily the Let's Players that are being affected, and like, there are people who are fighting back, who are threatening they're going to leave YouTube. There's also companies like, for example, Ubisoft, Capcom, and other companies that are saying that they will, YouTube's algorithms, if it automatically detects that they put a content ID on the algorithm, and your thing gets claimed, Ubisoft, Capcom, and everything are going to automatically, if you contest it, automatically give it back to you. So it can be back in seconds or whatever. It's just some other hard-nosed people like Nintendo, for example, that won't do it. So I guess, in the end, like, is it right? I look at people like, I know PewDiePie puts in a lot of effort, but look at other ones like, and again, I follow this guy, like, I follow Kobanamani, I subscribe to his channel, I love his videos and everything, but he primarily does Let's Play videos, and all he does is he plays a video game, and you're just watching him play the video game. And I know people love doing that. I know people love watching other people play video games. I like doing it in person. I like doing it on YouTube. I watch his videos all the time. But if you got to ask yourself, if you made that game and you see someone playing a game start to finish on their channel, how many of those hundreds of thousands of people that watch Kobanamani's videos are going to, buy the game afterwards? And I know that many people, I know the arguments can be made in the comment section, because of course a lot of people are going to stop watching the video right here and argue and everything. I know people are going to say, yeah, but it's free advertising for the game. It's free advertising. It's not fair. Sure, I'm sure some people would watch the video, stop the video, and then go buy the game because it's really cool. I have done that. I have done that on Kobanamani's specific channel. But it doesn't change the fact that a lot of people just want to see the end of the game that they're not going to buy. Lots of people. And so what these companies are doing, and what YouTube is doing specifically, is they're trying to help companies protect their IP. So there's a lot of gray here. I don't necessarily side with Let's Players. I don't necessarily side with the companies, but I'm following somewhere in between where I understand where this is going. So the next question, I guess, to finish what I say, is how do you avoid this? How do aspiring YouTube creators for gaming avoid this situation? How have I avoided it? So what I feel is that I haven't been affected primarily because I don't do Let's Play videos, but people doing reviews have been affected. Some other people, not me, and I likely won't. And the reason why I haven't is because you have to organize your videos in such a way that you are the video. Your voice is the video. You shouldn't be showing large chunks of gameplay without hearing your voice at all. And the gameplay shouldn't be the context of the review. So there's a law called fair use. And this is very, very important. And this is a big gray area, which a lot of people are hoping to capitalize on and take advantage of. So what fair use basically says is that your work is a transformative work. Yes, it's using the work of others, such as, like, a video game that Nintendo makes, for example. I'm using footage that Nintendo from a Nintendo game, but at the same time, it's a review, and the review part is my work, and I'm using a little bit of their footage, not a lot, not enough to spoil the game, not enough to affect them in any adverse way, but I'm using enough of their footage to do what I have to do, and not spoil the game and not do anything really horrible, but the work is still mine. And so that's why I feel that, my voice in my reviews is always going. Like, I don't stop. I don't show large chunks of gameplay or anything. So the audio algorithms aren't matching with the gameplay. They can't really hear the music over my voice or hear the gameplay over my voice. So it's not matching. It's not getting tagged or flagged or anything. And even if they were, with a review, you'd win the fair use battle. They're not gonna, really fight back on reviews, because that is the definition of what fair use is. Then you go on to a little more gray area, like comparisons, for example. None of my comparisons have been flagged, of course, or content ID matched, because, of course, when I speak on my comparisons, I'm speaking on the comparisons. I'm not showing large sections of gameplay when I'm comparing two games. or showing like, large sections of audio and music. I'm primarily, playing a little music in the background while speaking over it much louder, and just to set the tone. So if you're an aspiring YouTube creator, that's what you should aim to do. If you're making reviews and they're getting flagged, it's probably because you have large chunks of your review where you're not saying anything, you're just showing gameplay. YouTube hates that, and they flag that automatically. So you should not have those, should not have that in your reviews. And also, we have to try to move away from Let's Plays. Now, Let's Plays are great. They'll always exist. People will do them for free. It's always fun to watch someone play a game. Like, you can watch a review, of course, but you'll never get how a game actually plays unless you watch real, raw gameplay of it. And I'm not giving up doing gameplays on my channel, even if they, get flagged or whatever like that, because it's really important for you guys to see how the games actually play. And you don't get that unless you really watch a raw gameplay video. But for people who are creating, you have to understand that when you upload a gameplay video, it's going to get flagged probably, and you're not going to win the fair use battle. Publishers don't want you to simply, just play their games and have all their footage, online and everything. They don't want that. So you should really avoid that. You should really try to put yourself into the content as much as possible, and don't just play the games. Edit your videos. Try to be a little better about it. So, in the end, while I don't think YouTube is very well equipped to do what they're about to do, and there's going to be a lot of people who are screwed over. I may get screwed over. I don't even know. But in the end, I feel that moving away from Let's Play videos and moving away from these channels that get, thousands of dollars every month just from playing games and maybe sticking their camera, in the corner, their reactions in the corner, trying to get those people out of the spotlight and actually reward people who are using the fair use clause properly. That is actually what, in my personal opinion, the way to go for YouTube. I find that YouTube Let's Play videos are way oversaturated. They may be actually hurting the industry a little bit, and I don't necessarily feel empathetic towards people who have been just doing that constantly and don't know how to do anything else and are totally screwed now. So really try to project yourself in your work, explore other things, explore comparisons, explore reviews, explore opinion pieces, other things like that, aside from just playing a game and uploading it to YouTube and then getting mad when you get content ID matched. Anyway, so YouTube is sticking to this. They're not budging anytime soon, so we're going to have to learn to adapt with it and deal with it. I wish all the best I really do. I wish all the best to anybody who's been affected by this. All the big channels, but all the small channels too, all the affiliates, all the people who are just starting out and are starting to get a bunch of content ID claims. And I hope that what I've said here could help you get back on the right track. If you really want to do this, you can do this. You just got to sort of change it up. So anyway, guys, that's it. Up next, I'm going to be reviewing Tearaway this weekend. So Tearaway for PlayStation Vita is being reviewed hopefully by this Sunday. I'll have it up. And then after that, I'm going to be focusing on compiling my list of top 5 3DS games, top 5 Vita games, and then at the end of the year, a big, huge, honking second annual 2013 year in review, Vita versus 3DS. So that's going to take a long time, but hopefully I'll get it all done before the end of the month. And yeah, so anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and thanks for subscribing. Thanks for, if you like the video, and comment. I want to hear your opinions, even if you disagree. I want to hear your opinions. I want to hear what you guys think about it. So anyway, I'll talk to you later, guys.